So we had done one to one, one to many yesterday, right? This was one to many. So when I commit a department, all the employees associated with that department also is committed, right? So you are trying, what if I delete a department? Then all the employees associated with that department will also be deleted because we are giving cascading effect and we are doing cascading all. What have we done? We have done cascading all. So when insert department, employee should insert, delete department, all the concerned employees of that department should be deleted. So if I delete IT department, record of Alice and Ben should also be deleted, right? So how do I delete that? So I make a new one, app for delete department. Okay. So I get the configuration, I get the factory, I get the transaction. It's already stored in the database, so I don't need to again create it. So I'll remove all this. Now, to in Hibernate, what you have to do is just fetch the object and delete the object. So what you have to do? So what will I do? Get the object of department. How do I get that? Session one dot get, which class object will it give me? Department class. And which department do I want to delete? So we will get this department and then I will do session one dot delete and delete which object? D1. And as I am doing a DML, I'll do a commit. Let's save this. So before executing, let me go and check the status of my database table. This is the status. I have department 1 and 2 and I have employees in that department 1 and 2 as well. So Alice and Ben are in 1, Chris and David are in 2. So when I delete the department 1, the records of the corresponding employees of working in that department should also be deleted, right? So this is what I'm doing. I'm fetching the department over here now. And then you delete that department. So let's right click and you can sys out over here. Department deleted. Right click, run as Java application. So we'll execute the delete query. See, it's executing the delete query and it's also deleting the query from the employee also. Getting? Fetching all the employees of that department and deleting from the employee as well, and it is showing what? Department deleted. So let's go and cross check. If I come here and there will be only one department, department number 2, right? And how many employees will be over here in the employees table? Only 2 employees, because 1 and 2 have been deleted, or the department is deleted. Making sense? Okay. So practice this now. So what happens in many to many? Why? Very good. Who else has any understanding of many to many? So let me give you all an example where to use one to many and where to use many to many. First challenge तो ये है कि we are not able to differentiate the scenarios where to use which relationship. Okay. एक होता है वन वे ट्रैफिक जो सिर्फ एक ही डायरेक्शन में फ्लो होता है. इस डायरेक्शन को बोलते हैं नो एंट्री. और अगर आप नो एंट्री में आए एंड द पुलिस कैचेज you are liable to pay a penalty, yes or no? Because they have written over there no entry. So this is one way traffic. तो एक्सप्रेस वे का कैसा है जो लेन जाती है, या तुम्हारा जेएम रोड कैसा है, ये जो रोड कैसा है, वन वे है. So if you start from Sancheti till Garware Bridge, it is one one way. If someone tries to go in the against the flow, he is liable to be penalized. Okay. Then there are roads which are two way also. कि आप यू टर्न मार के वापस गाड़ी घुमा सकते हैं. यस नो मे बी, ये टू वे ट्रैफिक हो गया. सो जब वन डायरेक्शन में वन टू मैनी हो तो उसको वन टू मैनी बोलते हैं, और जब बाय डायरेक्शन में वन टू मैनी हो तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं, मैनी टू मैनी. लेट्स गिव अ सिंपल एग्जांपल ऑफ कंट्री एंड स्टेट. तो ये क्या है, वन कंट्री हैज many states. Is the vice versa also possible, that one state is in many countries? ये क्या है, राजस्थान इंडिया में भी है और पाकिस्तान में भी है, ऐसा है. तो एक स्टेट है जो दोनों कंट्री में है, तो ऐसा नहीं होगा. जैसे कि स्कूल और टीचर, तो क्या होता है, वन स्कूल हैज, बोलो भाई, टीचर्स. In school days, was there a teacher who would teach in our school and then would go and teach in another school also? Teachers in school are dedicated to one particular school. I am not saying to of college. In college, you might argue that sir, there is a teacher who comes and teaches us, and then he goes and teaches in the another college also. So college teacher one to many can be debatable, but usually in school days, one school will have many teachers. So was the reverse possible? So this direction one to many was there, right? This direction one to many is there. Was this direction one to many possible in school? That one teacher would teach in many schools? Hmm? कौन सा? पीटी टीचर, वो छोड़ दो, एक्सक्लूजन. कॉलेज में आप बोल सकते हैं कि हमारे जावा के फैकल्टी हमारे यहाँ पढ़ाते थे, फिर उनका लेक्चर दूसरे कॉलेज में होता था. तो वन कॉलेज हैड मेनी टीचर्स and one teacher would teach in many colleges. So there it was bidirectional, but in school it was unidirectional, correct? Same way, let's say we can check with department employees. Department and employee. So what would be the relationship? Which direction? One to many. Would there be an instance that one employee would work in many departments? Yes. Who's that employee who's working in many departments? So he's working in the IT department also, in the finance department also, in the sales department also. So this is not possible. So this one to many is in which, how many directions? Only one direction. That is called as one to many. But when you have the one to many in bi-direction, it is called as, okay, I'll give you a very simple example of actor. Okay. Is this possible? One actor works in many movies. Possible. The one to many possible from left to right. Is this possible that one movie can have many actors? Possible? Yes, that also is possible. So bidirectional one to many is called as bidirection one to many is called as many to many. Okay. So let's say student and course. Student and course. So there is student Alice, Ben, and Chris, and there is course BCA, MCA, BCS. Can one student do many courses? Alice has done BCA also. Alice has done MCA also. So one to many from where? One student, many course. Can Ben also do BCA? Can Ben also do BCA? So one to many from one course, many students. So both the direction you have one to many. So what will you call this arrangement as? So course is to student is many to many. Actor is to movie is many to many. Country is to state is one to many because one country has many states. One state cannot be in many countries. Got the concept? So now when you do many to many, let's say actor movie. So when you will do actor movie, so you will make two separate tables without doing any referencing as of now. So actor number, actor name, actor age. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. SRK, AK, Deepika Padukone, PC. Okay. What are their ages? What 59, 57. Deepika what 41? I don't know exactly. I'm just assuming their ages. You all can you all know the better correct ages. This is Shah Rukh Khan. This is Akshay Kumar. This is Deepika Padukone. This is Priyanka Chopra. Let's take one more. Let's take Salman Khan also. 50. And then let's take movies. M number, M name, and release year of the movie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies if I have. So get me a movie called Chennai Express, year 2000 what? 10. Get me a movie called Rowdy Rathore, let's say 2008. Give me a movie called Dawn, 2007. Let's say, assume. So have I used any foreign key over here till now? Yes, no, maybe. No. The foreign keys I will put in a third table. You can give whatever name you want to this table. Okay? Whatever name you want to give to this table, you can give. And in that, you can put all the foreign keys. So foreign key for actor number and foreign key for movie number. And along with that, you can also give some descriptive attributes. Let's say fees. So 1 and 1 means what? What is 1 1? Shah Rukh Khan has done the movie Chennai Express, and how much did he charge for it? 100 units. Now this 100 can be 100 gold coins, 100 silver coins, blah blah. Now 1 and 3 means what? Shah Rukh Khan has done the movie Dawn, and let's say he charged 150 units of money. So one actor, many movies, yes. And now one movie, that is Chennai Express, who was also there. Let's say she charged 75 units. So one actor, many movies, and one movie, many actors. And along with that, you can give any descriptive attribute you want to add over here. Does that make sense? So how many tables will I create now? Three. So how many classes will I create now? I will create a class, entity class, actor, right? Annotate it with add entity. And annotate this a number add ID, correct? This primary key. So this is my, so normally I mark the primary keys in green color. This is my primary key. This is my primary key. And I mark the foreign keys in red color. Where are the foreign keys? Am I given the same name as the primary key or different name? Primary key is a number, foreign key I have given as FA number. Just to differentiate, you can give the same number also. As long as you can differentiate between them, it's up to you. You want to give the same number or different, same column name or different column. You should be able to differentiate. So how many entity classes will I make now? Very good. Add entity, right? And which will be the primary key column? That will be routed with add. And primary key is not duplicated. Primary key is not duplicated. So can I make the Bollywood entity? Is there any primary key over there? So do not make it into an entity. We will make the third table with the relationship one to many, or using many to many. We will make the third table. Understood? So let's try. So let's start. Where is it? So in the entity, right? Make which class? Actor. Tell me the attributes faster. Okay. And add entity from persistence and add ID also from persist. Make sense? Let's go and make the second table now, which is that right click new class movie. And what are the attributes? Integer m number, private string, m name, private integer, release here. Yes or no? So one actor has done how many movies? One movie or many movies? List of movies or movie. So what is that called as? That is called as the portfolio of the actor. That is called as the actor's portfolio as to how many movies he has done. This is list from. Okay. And now to do this, what will now in any one entity you can do the mapping. Which mapping? At the rate many to many, and then bracket cascade type all, comma, fetch type eager, correct? And then here the third table will be created with the annotation, with the, that is called as join table. That is called as what? join table. Okay. Now see what happens over here. So here you have to, I'll just fetch for the correct syntax. Let me save everything and let me close everything. So let me go and fetch for the correct syntax. So this is the correct syntax. So what is it? Many to many, cascade all, fetch type eager, join table. What is the name of that table? The third table which will be, what will be the name? If you want to give any name, you want to give Netflix, whatever name you want to give. Join column means what will be the foreign key of the owner entity. What is the owner entity? Which is having the code. So what will be the foreign key of that? FA number. And this is a secondary entity. What will be the foreign key of the secondary entity is the inverse join column. Will be what? FA. So when I run this code, a third table will be made by the name. So you see it's a joint table. So third table name will be, and how many column will it have? Two columns, which is that FA number and inverse FA. Okay. So now let's add the header getter and everything now. So generate constructor using field, generate it, then write the no args constructor, then setter getter, and then okay. Same thing we will do for the movie. Nothing to do over here. Just keep it simple. So okay. So the classes are done. Actor is done. Add ID. And what is the next? What we have to add for the auto, right? And we'll do this. And many to many. Third table name will be Netflix. There will be two columns. Primary key of the owner entity is FANO, and foreign key of the second entity is FMNO. You can give any name. If you want to keep the same name, you can give the same name, up to you. And in the movie also we will write, यहाँ तो कुछ किया ही नहीं है, at entity and ID. And now all good. Now will it fade me the table? No. Hmm. Yeah, now all good. Now let's create a app for many to many. So now what will I create? First let's create some actors. A1 dot set a name and A1 dot set age 50 and A2 AK 57 actor 3 DP and 41. Now let's create the movies. Movie M1 is new movie CE. Okay, sorry. कंस्ट्रक्टर हमारे पास नो आज का है ना M1 dot set M name and M1 dot set release year ये हो गया M1 फिर क्या हो गया M2 M3 M3 and we will move. Okay, so okay, let's try to do these two movies as of now. Then I will make list of SRK movies. List of movie for what? SRK movie. So what will that be? SRK movie dot add will be what? 1 and 2 M1 and add what M2 list of movies, and then I will do list of movies for actor अक्षय कुमार. अक्षय कुमार की मूवी तो बनाई नहीं हम लोगों ने. अक्षय कुमार की 2 मूवी बना लेते हैं. A1 A2 A3 कहाँ पर होगा? लाइन नंबर बोलना. 36. ओके ठीक है. A2 A3 हो गया. M1 M2 हो गया. नाउ लेट्स ट्राई टू ऐड दीपिका पादुकोण मूवी. तो उसमें कौन सी? चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस है. और कौन सी मूवी है काम की है उसने? दीपिका ने बोलो. हाँ, you all follow her better no? बाजी 2018. ठीक है. तब ये हो गए एसआरके के मूवीज और ये हो गए डीपी के मूवीज. तो डीपी मूवीज में क्या क्या जाएंगे? M1 जाएगा और M3 जाएगा. राइट. और फिर हम लोग क्या कर देंगे? सेव कर देंगे किसको? तो ये हो गया. फिर इनको सेट करना पड़ेगा ना अपने को. क्या एक्टर का नाम? A1 कौन सा एक्टर है? शाहरुख खान. A1 डॉट सेट पोर्टफोलियो. तो क्या? एसआरके मूवी डीपी डीपी का कौन सा है, एक्टर कौन है? A3 है ना, तो A3 डॉट सेट पोर्टफोलियो लिखूंगा, ठीक है, एंड देन वी विल ऐड A1 A2, क्या एक्टर है हमारे पास, A1 A2 A3, और फिर कमिट कर देंगे ट्रांजेक्शन, सही है। So let's see how it reflects all this into the database and right click, run as Java application. Let's check. हो गया, let's go and check it. तो डेटाबेस को रिफ्रेश करेंगे तो अभी 5 टेबल है, 8 हो जाएंगे, 8 कितने हो जाएंगे, 8। पहले जाके चेक करते हैं एक्टर को, तो एक्टर में कौन कौन आ गया, 1 2 और 3 SRK AK और DP। मूवीज में कौन कौन आ गया, डॉन बाजीराव ये सब, और फिर जो नेटफ्लिक्स है उस पर मैपिंग हो जाएगा कौन सा एक्टर कौन सी मूवी में है। 1 1 मतलब शाहरुख खान चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस, 1 2 मतलब शाहरुख खान डॉन, 3 1 मतलब दीपिका चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस, और 3 3 मतलब दीपिका बाजीराव। तो इसको क्या बोलते हैं, मैनी टू मैनी। So now let's try to delete a movie. Let's try to delete Shahrukh Khan. So it should delete Shahrukh Khan's movies also, है ना। तो क्या बोल रहे हैं, let's try to do that. So app for delete department, app for delete actor, यहाँ पर आ गए, क्या किया, क्या चाहिए मेरे को, एक्टर चाहिए, कौन सा एक्टर चाहिए, 1 वाला, राइट। क्या कर दो, उसको डिलीट कर दो, तो क्या बोलेंगे, एक्टर डिलीटेड, और राइट क्लिक करके रन करके देखो। तो उसने क्वेरी करके फेच कर लिया, और ये क्या बोल रहा है, फॉरेन की मूवी नॉट एग्जीक्यूट मैच, the match still contain JDBC statement। आई गेस वो चाइल्ड इसमें रिकॉर्ड है, इसके लिए वो डिलीट करने दे नहीं रहा है। रेफरेंसेस मूवी एम नंबर, कैन नॉट डिलीट अपडेट अ पेरेंट रो ऑफ फॉरेन की कंस्ट्रेंट इन द टेबल। क्या बोला, किसको क्या कर दो, किधर जाके, XML फाइल में जाके क्या कर दो, क्या हो जाएगा इसका, हाँ वो रिकॉर्ड डिलीट चाहो तो टेबल डिलीट कर रहे हैं, किसमें जाएगा, जब हम SRK को डिलीट कर रहे हैं और कैस्केडिंग इफेक्ट्स इसके मूवीज भी डिलीट हो जाएंगे, तो विल डिलीट डॉन एंड विल डिलीट चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस। So when Chennai Express gets deleted, then Deepika's record also will be impacted. तो अगर कोई ऐसा एक्टर होता जिसकी खुद की ही मूवी होती, वो किसी और मूवी में काम नहीं कर रहा होता, लेट्स से जैसे हमने यहाँ पर किया है, तो ऐसा कौन सा एक्टर है जो सिर्फ कौन है ये? Why is many to many showing me this one? वो कहाँ गया मेरा वाला? कैसे कैसे हो गया ये? नाम में गलती कर दी क्या? अब अगर मेरे पास ऐसा कोई एक्टर है, अक्षय कुमार है, ठीक है, एक्टर नंबर A2 है, और मैंने एक मूवी बनाई अभी, AK मूवी, ठीक है, अक्षय कुमार मूवी। कौन सी मूवी बनाने का अक्षय कुमार की? बोलो भाई। हम्म, खिलाड़ी, ठीक है, 2000, 1999 का है। क्या कर देते हैं इसको? 1995। अब खिलाड़ी में सिर्फ कौन है? अक्षय कुमार। AK मूवीज में कौन से आएंगे? M4 आएगी ना? तो and then what will we add? एक्टर नंबर क्या नाम? A3 ना? A4? एक्टर नंबर A2, A2 डॉट सेट पोर्टफोलियो में कौन से मूवीज है? एक ही, ठीक है, और सेट A2 कर दिया। अब A2 को डिलीट करेंगे तो ज़्यादा दिक्कत नहीं है, क्योंकि उसका किसी से डिपेंडेंसी नहीं है। So we'll have to drop all the tables then. We have to go and drop all the tables and then execute the work. या फिर यहाँ पर हम क्या कर देंगे? वो करने की जरूरत नहीं है। क्या करेंगे हम लोग? यहाँ जाके क्रिएट करेंगे। क्या कर लेंगे? क्रिएट कर लेंगे, ताकि टेबल ड्रॉप भी हो जाएगी, नए बन जाएगी। ऐप फॉर 1 to 9, राइट क्लिक करते हैं, रन एज जावा एप्लीकेशन। ओके, टेबल क्रिएटेड, एक्टर, मूवी एंड नेटफ्लिक्स में भी आ गया। अक्षय कुमार अभी किसी से कॉन्फ्लिक्ट कर रहा है क्या? उसका एक ही है, 2 का एक ही है, 3, बाकी 3 में और कोई नहीं है, राइट। 1 में 2 लोग हैं और 2 में भी है। तो एक्टर नंबर 2 जो है उसका किसी को डिपेंडेंसी नहीं। तो लेट्स ट्राई टू डिलीट एक्टर नंबर 2 देन। डिलीट फ्रॉम एक्टर, एक्टर नंबर 2 को डिलीट करते हैं तो उसकी मूवीज को डिलीट कर देगा। हो गया डिलीट। So let's go and check if actor number 2 is deleted. क्या कर दिया उसने? सारे एक्टर डिलीट कर दिया उसने। मूवी सारे डिलीट कर दिया, और नेटफ्लिक्स भी खाली कर दिया उसने। क्यों आ रहा वाला ऐसा? तुम लोग यार, तुम लोग ध्यान देते नहीं। एक तो क्यों आ रहा है ऐसा? कुछ है ही नहीं, खाली क्यों गए सारे टेबल वालों? तो क्या हो गया था? और वापस करना पड़ेगा इनको। हो गया इंसर्ट, एक्टर में 3 रिकॉर्ड, मूवी में रिकॉर्ड, और नेटफ्लिक्स में। And now let's go and delete action number 3, action number 2 rather. हो गया डिलीट, और क्या लिख के आया, एक्टर डिलीटेड। अब जाके देखो एक्टर में अक्षय कुमार है नहीं है, जाके चेक करो मूवीज में अक्षय कुमार की कोई मूवी है नहीं, तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं, कैस्केडिंग इफेक्ट। अब उसके खिलाड़ी में कोई और एक्टर नहीं था, इसके लिए कोई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट नहीं हो रहा। शाहरुख खान को डिलीट क्यों नहीं कर पा रहा है वो, तो शाहरुख खान को डिलीट करेगा तो चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस भी डिलीट होगी, जब चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस डिलीट होगी तो फिर वो दीपिका को भी इफेक्ट करेगा, तो इसके लिए वो डिलीट नहीं करता। आ रहा है, so many to many be done. Okay, now I wanted to show you all fetch type eager and fetch type lazy. So fetch type eager और fetch type lazy का I wanted to show an example. उसके लिए मुझे ये इंसर्ट करने दो, ठीक है, वापस रिकॉर्ड सारे डिलीट हो गए ना। तो डिपार्टमेंट और एम्प्लॉय के अंदर, ठीक है, डिपार्टमेंट में डिपार्टमेंट आ गए 1 और 2, और एम्प्लॉय में एम्प्लॉय आ गए। ओके ठीक है, अब मैं अगर करता हूँ डिपार्टमेंट में जाके, फेच टाइप क्या है, ईगर। So whenever I will fetch a department, whenever I will fetch a department, whenever I will fetch a department, what will it do? What will it do? Get department, get department eager. तो क्या करेगा वो? With it will fetch the department along with the employees upfront, ठीक है, तो वो क्या करेगा, उस डिपार्टमेंट के सारे डेटा को पहले ही फेच कर लेगा सारा, सही है। तो जब आप क्वेरी देखोगे तो वो आपको दिखाएगा कि उसने पहले ही सारा फेच कर लिया, क्योंकि फेच टाइप क्या है, ईगर है, करेक्ट। सो द पेरेंट एंटिटी and all the corresponding data of that parent entity in the secondary entity will be fetched at the time of loading itself, ठीक है। तो डिपार्टमेंट अभी क्या है, ईगर है, तो जब 1 फेच करेंगे तो देखते हैं कि साथ में एम्प्लॉयज के रिकॉर्ड भी आते हैं क्या नहीं आते, कैसे वो डिपार्टमेंट का रिकॉर्ड आता है, ज्वाइन करता है कि नहीं करता है, कर रहा है, लेफ्ट ज्वाइन एम्प्लॉयज ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, और जब डिस्प्ले किया तो क्या डिस्प्ले कर दिया उसने, सारे। और फेच करते वक्त क्या किया उसने, फेच करते वक्त ज्वाइन से फेच किया ना, यस और नो। ओके, अब अगर मैं कर देता हूँ, ओके, अगर मैं ये डिस्प्ले नहीं भी करता, अगर ये स्टेटमेंट डिस्प्ले नहीं भी करता हूँ मैं, स्टिल if you go and check for the code, still if you go and check for the code, you will see that it has fetched all the data of that department and joined it with the employees table also, yes or no। सब कुछ फेच कर लिया, डिपार्टमेंट भी और एम्प्लॉय। अब अगर मैं करूँ फेच टाइप लेजी, तो डिपार्टमेंट में जाता हूँ और फेच टाइप कर देता हूँ, अब क्या होगा, अब क्या होगा जब मैं करूँगा डिपार्टमेंट 1, सिर्फ डिपार्टमेंट 1 का ही रिकॉर्ड ज्वाइन करेगा, क्या हुआ, ज्वाइन कब करेगा, जब आप उसको यूज करोगे तो। क्वेरी क्या है, सिर्फ डिपार्टमेंट, क्वेरी क्या है, सिर्फ डिपार्टमेंट, यस और नो, हेलो। So when I say fetch type as lazy or fetch type as eager, what happens, As a fetch type as eager, it will fetch all the records at the time of getting the primary. When I will get the primary entity, it will fetch all the matching records at the time of loading and give me the primary and the secondary. So when I run this, it will show me the join statement on the console because fetch type is eager, right? And now whenever I am fetching for this, then data is already fetched, it will not query. So it has already fetched all the data, so it will not query. And now let's run and check. So data is already fetched, just display it. So if I have hundreds of records in the secondary entity, okay, if Shah Rukh Khan has done 500 movies, so it is fetching all the 500 movie records also. But I am not displaying the movie detail anywhere. So it is just putting load on the session cache by storing unwanted data. That's why we use fetch type lazy. That when I will need the record of the movies, that time you fetch. Currently, you don't fetch any employee details. When I will be needing the employee details, I will tell you that time you fetch the employee details. Now you only fetch the department details. So fetch type lazy will only fetch the primary, will only fetch the record of the primary entity. So now when I right click and run this will only fetch the records from the department table. There will be no joining, right? And when I need the details of the secondary entity, that from this department I have get employees, of that I want first employee's name, then it will go and query the database and get me the employee. So the database query to the secondary entity is delayed over here in fetch type lazy. Okay, so this does not burden the session cache. Okay, this was your one to many, many to many, all that stuff is done, correct?